We are in trouble. Okay. I'm your host, Oraldo, for It's Tejano Time.
And I'm Nemo with Tejano USA. And this can be a good show.
And you're
I mean,
listening and
already.
watching the Tejano Time. Oh, God.
Obviously, but your mic is still off. So
You
you need to
can't
talk
hear it at
closer.
all?
Yeah, just talk closer. Just
Okay.
talk
I
to the
got to
mic.
kiss the mic.
Yeah, kiss,
Like last week,
yeah,
I've been having issues. It's
and
on my chin. Yeah.
yeah, that's what she
Okay.
said. But well, okay.
Oh, okay. All right.
Can we go
All
ahead?
right. Let's take care of the business before we get these guys on. Okay? All right. It's okay. It's a gentleman's understanding. Gentleman's agreement, a lady's understanding. Tejano's helping Tejanos. We don't get paid. Please subscribe to YouTube to the show. Tell your friends and everything. Right, Nemo? Are you
Yes.
telling everybody?
Yeah.
Okay. And if you want to get in contact with us, you can get a hold of me at buddy at ItsTejanoTime.com and Nemo.
Nemo6753 at Yahoo.
Yahoo! Okay. Now, Nemo, we are in trouble. Okay. All right.
No, man,
So,
it's
hey
good.
guys,
This is
if
good.
anything happens on this show, I'm sorry.
You gonna put a disclaimer on there already?
Yeah, it's not
Uh,
me, okay? It's not me. I
Subjects
can't
we're
offer
about to
no
talk
more.
about are not necessarily the views of this
Yeah,
podcast.
exactly. Okay. So today we have the three amigos from Tejano TV. It's Dee Burleson, Marcus Daniels, and Juan Mendoza. All
Well,
right.
it's Daddy
Oh
D. Who's your
wait,
daddy?
wait,
Who's
wait,
your
wait.
dad? D.
Here we go. Here we go. Welcome to the show, guys. We are in trouble. Okay. All right. Oh, I'm so glad
Hey,
I didn't put the pre-show on
hey,
YouTube. But we probably should
hey,
have like
hey, D. And to answer your question, yes, yes, you can say it all day long. Okay, you and Marcus, you and
Now
Marcus
you're
can say it all day
Oh,
long. Okay,
now you're
okay.
live. Now you're live. This is when it
y'all
counts.
matter of fact, y'all say it to each other 5 times if you want
Let's
to.
go.
You're
Just get it over with. Get it all out and over with.
no. These are Tejanos helping Tejanos. So y'all are brothers now. Y'all can say it all you want.
Yeah. Go ahead. And he has a screen record, so he's going to record it all. So
Nice,
Oh my!
nice.
How am I gonna do? I can't control these guys
Good
at all.
evening and welcome to the Tejano Talk. Hi, I'm Dee Burleson. This is. Oh, they refuse to answer, guys. Help
how
me out
dare
here.
Steve,
you?
Steve,
How dare you
Hey,
take over this show? Stop
Steve,
it.
do
Stop
you
it.
have the? Do you have your tape? Do you have your tape?
Oh,
Always on hand.
Okay. You don't
ouch.
have to put it on. Okay, but I'm just.
Yeah, I'm liking this start already. Marcus has more than 2 words already, so
Ooh.
normally,
Oh,
no,
that's
normally
that's
like
that's
he's like just shut down.
okay. That's
this is
Wow.
what
typical
happens when
Mark.
we're in company.
All right,
Matter of
so
fact, that's why I got dressed up because you guys never take me
Yeah,
anywhere.
let's see that outfit, man. Got that glitter on.
uh-oh,
Got the Three Amigos shirt.
he got his
Yeah,
merch.
and the tape.
All right,
Ah, no,
take
we
that off. All right. Hey, so
Y'all
let's
started this.
start with let's introduce you to our audience. Okay, we have Marcus Daniel, the Midnight Cowboy. All right,
why
Deep
Midnight
Burleson.
Cowboy?
You know what? We're gonna ask Marcus how he
Oh,
can
okay,
do
all
that.
right,
Okay,
okay, all
and
right.
Deep.
I'll tell.
Okay, I don't know, Marcus. I'm gonna let you take care of that. If you want D to say, you can tell. But we also have D Burleson from Culturas from the back in from the '90s, right? '80s, '90s.
For
What?
those of y'all who don't remember him, he was Delia's sidekick.
Oh, oh, sidekick. Oh, the
I
gloves
love
are
it.
off.
I
Oh,
love
it's
it.
gonna be that kind of
he,
show.
I
All
love
right.
he
it.
was second in command.
Yeah,
Nemo gets
she always told him what to do on that stage.
No, first, Buddy made me sound like I'm 85 years old. Back in the
hey,
90s, we had. If
I
you
had
guys
to go.
remember him at all.
Wait. Yeah, I used to put on. Well, let's finish this off with D Burleson. D Light is his nickname, and we have Juan Mendoza, El Guy. Okay,
And
from
what?
El
El
Guy.
guy.
El guy.
El
Now
Guy.
we just call him El Pinche Mero Jefe.
Okay. Hey, now
El
Steve.
El Way.
El way. El
Wait.
way.
That's even
I don't
better,
know.
Nemo.
It's
I don't.
GUEY
Why?
instead of
Wait,
GUI.
guys.
Okay, got it.
D.
I way.
I used to put
El
on
guy.
concerts, and this poster
Uh huh.
has culturas on it. You guys
Oh,
performed it at our concert, like that.
wow.
In
Don't
what
remember
was
you at
that?
all. As a matter of fact, I probably tried to forget. So,
Oh, all right. But I'm a big fan from back in the day.
Hey,
Also,
did y'all get paid? That's the question.
we paid everybody.
ooh,
All right.
Okay, so we're gonna start with Marcus Daniels since the first question arrived. How did you the get tagged the Midnight Cowboy? Or who
Well,
gave it to you?
let's of course most things we blame on D Burleson. So I don't, I filled in with the Theo Factory a few months back at Fanfare, and he saw me on stage in my
That's not-
mariachi suit, and he said, "Look at that midnight mariachi."
Uh-oh.
So somehow it has formed into the Midnight Cowboy. So
Well, that's good. It's not
I
bad.
think it's a cool name.
the
Yeah.
Midnight Mariachi wasn't bad either.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what? I saw a video. I do a little research before I have guests. Nemo doesn't. He likes to come in here cold. I don't know. Did you do some research? But
No, but I know who they are. It's not like we need to do research.
I do in-depth research. But I saw a video of you and D at Vegas Tejano back in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
No. Yeah,
Okay, D. D
See,
you
come
can
on.
take off the tape. You can take off
He's
the
a
tape.
yeah,
he's a
21.
translator.
Yes.
21.
Okay. And well, first of all, I did not know you played the trombone. D.
That is the one thing I
Oh,
do best in the entire world. Ever since I was from sixth grade on, I played trombone all my life. I played in the San Antonio Symphony Orchestra. I played with,
Wow.
played with Jimmy Edward.
That's cool.
Gosh, just all over the place. But that's what I do best. Is I play trombone.
Okay.
4 years, all state in high school.
Well, I saw you introduce Marcus during that time, and I said, "Oh wow, this is pretty cool." And now, Marcus, we have some friends from Fort Worth, Stampede, and you helped them out. You were their lead singer for a little bit, or for a few shows.
yeah. Maybe almost 8 months. So
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, that filled in for a few gigs.
because
In Wikipedia, you're still the lead singer.
Get
really,
out.
Yeah.
You're lying.
He
Yeah, I
changes
am.
he changes
You're
I
Wikipedia
am.
every now and then.
I don't
I
know.
am.
Only if
No.
it's digital, so they can go
Yeah.
and switch out the lead
He
singer.
changes the references every now and then.
First time I saw you perform was at Frank T's benefit last year,
Okay. Oh
right there,
yeah.
and you were with Stampede then.
Yes,
So it
sir.
was during that 8 months.
Yeah, it was during that period. Yeah, yeah. That
Okay.
was actually that was the first gig. That was the
Oh,
very
that was
first
the
gig.
first gig.
Yes, sir.
I thought
Yeah.
I had been away from the town industry for 20 plus years before I started this show back up. So
Yeah.
And
I
that's why he does research.
that's why exactly like
Yeah.
that because I
Well,
didn't.
Mark has been to Fort Worth a couple of times. Neon Nights, right?
Oh yeah, man. You remember Neon Nights?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I
Well,
love that place. Yeah.
Nemo's from Fort Worth, and
Okay.
he has a newspaper called what? What is it?
Counter USA. It's a, it's
Town
a,
USA?
it's a,
Man,
it's a
now it's all just coming back to me. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's okay.
man. Yeah, of
Easy to
course.
forget. Now you're from Waco, right?
Waco, yes.
Okay, or Waco? That's what we used
Waco,
to call it.
Texas. Yeah.
Wacko.
When I first came to Texas, it was Waco. So,
I don't know any Branch Davidians. No.
none in your
that,
family?
I
No.
heard they were dying to get out of there.
Hey,
Oh,
let me
Oh,
tell you. Oh, that was good. That's
too
good.
soon. Too
Oh,
soon.
this
wait. Okay.
this is what we did. The black folk. We're like when the ATF raided, we're like, man, we didn't know we had all these crazy white people up there, right? And we're all like whispering, like, man, white people are crazy. Then they start showing videos. Oh my God, there are black people coming out of there too, man. There are black Branch
yeah.
Davidians. I'm like, what the hell?
Oh no.
So the guy was really influenced.
There was no Mexicans there, right?
I'm sure. I'm sure there was.
No, I didn't see any. Don't start
You didn't see any?
rumors.
You didn't see any?
All right. Now I'm gonna get to D later because D's got a lot of history. Okay. Now want. No, 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 no. Come on, D.
See, I don't blame him. I don't
Come
blame him
on.
whatsoever.
I'm
I'm
so
waiting for my
sorry.
spot. I'll be
Hey,
back when you're
yeah,
ready to talk
you're
to
gonna
me.
No, no,
you're
no,
gonna
no.
go
Because
you're gonna
when
go
D
mow the
gets
lawn, wash the car, and come back.
Fine.
when D gets started, we're not gonna have any talk time. So
I know, that's
we
why.
gotta get us out of the way. Get the
Wow.
Yeah,
lightweights out of the way. The
yeah,
lightweights.
yeah.
You know what? I've seen your show several times, and I've interacted in there. So I know D. So that's why I have to direct this
He
a
knows your
little
tricks
bit.
already.
Okay. Now,
Wow. Just put a muzzle on me is what
no,
you're
no, no, no,
saying.
no, no.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah,
You,
got it.
you have the freedom to interact.
Oh, in that case, let's get this thing started.
Yeah.
Okay,
Uh,
the
uh,
Metiche Mexicanos want to know, Marcus. Okay, you're talking. So Marcus, you played with Stampede for a while. Is it? So what happened? People want to know what happened.
yeah, yeah.
Tell
Well,
the
See,
truth.
those are the real questions people want to know. Not
Tell the
not he
truth.
played with. What happened? They didn't pay you.
He had to move. He had too many child support payments to make.
Why did you
What?
quit?
so where do you normally perform? Do you perform like in the DFW more, or do you perform like Waco area or San Antonio?
Yeah, it's mostly Waco, Temple area. A little bit in Austin, and I do San Antonio, but not much. Not much.
Marcus, just say La Onda. Just
No. Yeah.
so
My
Any per-
actually my band is kind of parted ways right now. My high
Okay.
school buddy Memo Rincon is a bass player. He's with Bobby Polito. My keyboard player is with Jay
solteros
Pettis.
solteros.
Oh
So
wow.
yeah. So I'm kind of like we play in between their gigs, and we play when I'm not on the Three Amigos. That's when I have time to gig.
So they pay better. Is that what you're telling me?
Of course. How can I say no?
Musicians go where the money
Yeah,
is.
Yeah.
exactly.
Especially the Tejano. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, now, Juan, did you find it hard to? Do you produce the show with the Three Amigos?
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh man, I thought I had a handful
Yeah.
with Debo.
Are you the Baba Booey?
Uh,
See now, you see how you see what I go through on the
yes,
weekend,
I,
every week.
yes. And tomorrow I'm going to be on their show, so everybody go to Tejano TV, or they actually go to mastingon.com, right? Or YouTube.
It'll be on YouTube and Facebook at the same time, and then later on we'll end up adding it to Tejano TV.
Oh, that's right. Okay. So when did you guys? How did you put it together, or did D put it together? The show, or
This
how did the
was
Three Amigos show start?
this was actually 3 years ago. We actually started it during the pandemic. We had nothing else to
Wow.
do, and we were just sitting around chatting on Facebook, and we decided, hey man, let's go ahead and do a little podcast. And we ended up doing it. We did like a couple shows, and until these guys went back to work, and after we just stopped until this year again. We picked it back up, and it's been hard hitting ever since.
No, Juan, you were begging and pleading. Dude, come on, can you please do the show? Come on, every week is a
Wait,
different
wait. That
message.
sounds like Ronaldo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I begged Nemo. We started talking back in like November before we started, and it took February just to talk to him. I mean, have
Yeah.
time to go visit him like that. I had to beg him. I said,
He
"I'll
didn't
buy you a
pay.
steak dinner." I was trying everything to try to get him to try to do this.
And
I,
now,
I,
now he
I
can't
paid
get
the,
rid of me.
I paid the guys in tequila, so they couldn't resist.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting paid in tequila either. That's pretty good tequila right there.
Hey, we're only on this episode because we got a FedEx this morning with Barazul Tequila from Juan. Said, guys, do the show. All right, Juan.
Well, Nemo, you're gonna have to find us a sponsor like that.
Yeah.
There's plenty of tequila companies up there in Dallas, man. Get you
Are there?
some.
I don't know.
I
I
know
used,
there's plenty of tequila sponsors or people that are sponsoring tequilas. They have who do you have? Kevin Hart, you have The Rock, you have
oh, yeah, let's
Everybody.
get the rock.
Clooney,
Let's
They
get
got
you
the
have,
their
rock
own.
sponsor on the
I,
show.
I think you even have one of the Kardashian kids. Like what? Like
I don't.
Kardashian tequila.
That
something.
sounds like a
Got
lot of
got
work.
got the big butt.
I guess if you want to make money on this show, and so I could buy a decent mixer, I guess we do need a sponsor. Because right now it's
Whatever.
coming all out of my pocket. So, which
That's how
reminds
we
me,
feel.
yeah, I was gonna say, do you guys? It costs you a lot. Now, I guess you do more of the expense. You find the sponsor.
Okay, he's pointing at somebody. We don't know who he's
Yeah, yeah.
I
Why?
think that's coming directly at me. No, that's why we have the sponsors. They pay for the expense of having the show on and stuff. So that's anything. If we ever see anything more than that, of course it'll go merchandise or something. But hopefully we can get some more sponsors, man. That way we can fly these guys out to San Antonio for the award show and fanfare in Vegas and stuff like that. That'd be awesome. We get sponsors that way.
Did
And
you
y'all are legit because like even Shelly Lara is like your whole gig right there, the Mas Chingon radio and stuff. She talked highly that you guys are part of ASCAP and BMI and all that, and so that's a big plus. A lot of these internet radio stations they don't do all that.
They don't
So
I
do
Yeah,
it as a business. It's a business. You
it's a
got to
yeah,
treat it
business.
that way.
I
Yeah.
don't think Dee and Marcus would have been okay with it if you didn't have those licenses because they want to get well. They believe in getting paid for their music and promoting
Who
themselves.
you been talking to? Wait a
Point
minute. Wait.
point zero
Well,
zero zero zero
yeah,
six a
yeah, I know,
play.
right?
Dude, we're in the Tejano industry. Who gets paid?
yeah,
Yeah,
you know what? That's funny you said that because I watched YouTube show and there's not a lot of money if you don't write the music, if you don't own the music.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So you guys sing it, so you get a little bit like that.
Yeah.
Marcus, do you write? And D, do you
Yeah,
write?
Oh, absolutely, I do.
Okay, so you
but I
didn't,
purchase. If I don't write it, I buy it, and it's mine.
oh, that's good. That's smart.
but for like if from those is it like Spotify, if you buy it, does that mean you get the full amount on Spotify?
Oh, royalties?
Yeah,
Yeah,
royalty.
yeah, but you're
Yeah,
talking about
it's royalties or
percentage.
royalties.
No, I
Royalties.
thought if you buy it, I don't think you buy the copyright. You could
Yeah, you buy everything. And what else are you purchasing? You're buying the rights to that song.
no, you buy the right so you could sing it like that. But the person who don't okay, D, since you've been in the industry longest, tell us how that works.
See, Negro, why you want to say it like that? Let's
What?
let's shoot over to Grandpa D here. Okay.
Yeah, like wow. Mark is the one that was talking to you about it, and you need to shuffle it over to D, man. What's going on there?
Well,
Why don't you ask Mark? He's the one that
No,
was explaining to you.
I'm listening and learning from people.
okay. Dee's probably got a bigger
So
catalog of music, right? I'm
I'll start
assuming
singing.
you have a bigger catalog of music, right? Okay, no, don't go there, don't go there, D.
Dude, there's so many things I could say to that.
I know. I said, don't go there, don't go there. But
Um, yeah, of course. Considering it's been 30 plus years worth of music, yeah, and we did a lot of writing in Culturas. I wrote some songs. Delia writes a lot of songs, and then we did covers of other people's songs too, and other
right,
songwriters. And the way royalties works is it's a 50-50 proposition. 50% automatically goes to the songwriter. The other 50% pays for the record company, the artist royalties. It pays for all the mechanical royalties of artwork, distribution, that sort of thing. So you get out of that 50%, you get a percentage.
okay,
And if you're just a performing artist, you don't make that much. If you're the writer, then yeah.
okay. So Marcus said he bought the song from a writer, so the writer doesn't get any kind of royalty if he
Okay,
buys.
yeah, well, yeah, well, if the writer is selling the song, then they're
Oh,
giving up the rights to it. They're giving you permission to own it. Basically, they're writing like think of it as contract work. Like
right.
I need 4 songs over here and 3 songs over there, and they write songs and give them away, or they sell them, and
Yeah,
then you own the rights.
I thought that was different. I thought you could.
Michael Jackson did that. He
Yep.
sold off his catalog and stuff.
Well, right, but I mean, I don't think he. Well, I guess they produced it and all that, but I get a little confused because Bumper blew up on his show, Bumper's Wacky Wednesday, because some guy from who was that? The guy who used to sing for Ramona Ayala, like that, and
Eliseo Robles.
I can't remember his name. Remember,
Okay.
I've been at it for 20 years. I can't remember.
Well, what are you doing back? Dude, man, keep up, or
I'm,
Why are
I'm
you trying to tell a story you don't
trying to
know?
I
get
know.
educated. I'm trying to
Okay,
get
so
it.
Nemo, tell us what he's trying to say.
I have no idea who
Okay,
started.
okay, but he blew up because he was saying that Ramon never paid him for
O
singing.
Cornelio
Well,
Reina,
that was Mario Machida, which is
Latinat.
was the last singer that he had since the '90s.
Okay,
Yeah, I think there was some dispute there that actually he said Ramon Ayala owed him millions, for
Right.
royalties and all the other stuff going on. But since then, Mario's formed his own band. Ramon Ayala's still going on and stuff. So, yeah, you got to pay your band. So, I mean, I don't know the story if
Right.
that was
But
true or not or
Well, it
what
all depends
happened.
on what the fight was over. Was it royalties or was it just back pay?
I
How do you
think
get
it
to a
was
million
Well, I mean,
bucks
well, I
in
mean, it
royalties?
all comes down to money, regardless of the way it is.
right.
So, I mean, it's be royalties, or he just didn't pay him anymore for the gigs, or what happened.
Yeah, like
Wow.
I think he sang the song for the records like that, and everybody thought it was the Ramon Ayala.
Yeah, no, Ramon Ayala has always had a
A
front
vocal.
person. He's always had
Yeah.
a front person. Eliseo Robles, I can't remember the guy's name right offhand. Even Cornelio Reyna sang front for him,
Cornelio Reyna.
Relampagos and stuff like that. So, and then of course with Mario, you know, he's always had a front guy.
Okay. Well,
No, front people get they get paid for at the gigs. That's it.
Yeah.
If they're on the recording. They got paid for the session to go in and sing a song. Just like the drummer and just like the keyboardist, they get paid to come in and record their part, and then they give up all rights after that.
okay.
Oh,
So so
that's
back in
cool.
the back when you were, I guess, purchasing, did you purchase songs or the record label would purchase a song from a writer and then you
No,
would
no, writers. Well, a record company is going to be reputable first. Well, hopefully, will
hopefully.
be reputable, and so the songwriters just have to register with the Library of Congress, and they own the song, and so they are entitled to 50% of any sales that are made because it's an original idea. It only existed because of them, and so no, so record companies normally don't purchase songs, but if they do, they treat the songwriter like a contract person. They say, well, write me 3 songs, we'll pay you this much, and we own it.
And they
And
okay.
then they come back, years later after it's a huge hit, and they try to sue. I originally wrote the song, and they have to prove it, and then they have to prove,
Yeah.
then it goes to
It's just
court.
like people that are working for companies and they like create the barcode or something.
Exactly.
And then, yeah,
You're
the
under
company
contract.
owns them because they're hired them and stuff.
Yep.
Okay, so I guess real good writers they don't sell their music. They say, okay, you can perform it, and I'll just get the.
Right.
Is that how it works?
That's how it works.
Unless they're like Marcus, you paid the writer to write it for you, right?
Marcus, you got a target on your back
No,
right
so he
now.
gets the whole, he gets all of it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
since he
on
bought it, yeah.
Spotify, you would get the big portion of the royalties.
Fifty
If you want to
percent.
call it big, yeah. For streaming,
Well,
streaming
rather
gifts.
than 1 penny, it would be like 80 cents.
Right, exactly. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So
Songwriter gets 50 cents on the dollar.
okay, but he bought it, so he gets. So what's the other 50 to the
He
The
just
record?
said
cat,
for
the
all the
category,
distribution
All the
and
musicians,
artwork and everything.
everybody else that
record,
had a hand in it in that part.
studio time, all the stuff that you get charged for. That's where the artist gets screwed basically because the record company will tell you, "Oh man, we had to pay for so much studio time and the artwork and all the distribution." Well, look at our books here, and that's why we're paying you $2.30 for last year.
All right. So it
But I'm
probably
not bitter.
it benefits the artist if they have a hand in writing, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So I know. I forgot
Are
back.
you going into songwriting? Is this what this is
Yeah.
about?
Yeah, what's going on?
I'm a math teacher. I can't write. I can barely read. Okay.
Oh please, dude! I
Please.
looked you up, and I am very first off very much impressed with you, buddy, because you're how to succeed through failure. I love that aspect, and
Oh
so
my God! You read that?
yes, sir,
Uh,
dude. Well, okay, I like to learn new. My motto is learn something new each and every day. Doesn't matter what
not
it
too
is.
many people know that. I've had a couple of people say, "Hey, buddy, I read the your excerpt in a book in my class." And I go, "Class," and then I
No, no. So right now you're supposed to be in the middle of grading midterms. So all you Eastfield students out there, you're
go
all
ahead
going
and
to get a
start with yours.
passing grade because he's just loafing off. He's not even going to read your work, man. He's not going to check
I
your
don't.
problems. He's just going to, yeah, it looks good.
I don't even do that. I have a program called My Math Lab, and it grades all the homework. It grades.
No way,
I give
dude.
I give 2 tests, one in October and one in December, and that's it.
Our education system sucks now.
I teach it. No, and the one in December,
He's a
it's a
he's
scan
at the top
class.
of the
So I just
class.
go zip and it grades itself.
Oh my gosh, all the parents that are paying tens of thousands of dollars in student debt, and you're not even doing your job.
I
You see,
I
all the students have an AI teacher now.
AI, it's all AI.
no, 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 no.
Matter of fact, buddy, I don't even think you're here. You probably have an AI just
Yeah,
sitting in for you.
Oh my god.
that's why you can't control the mic because he's not real. You can't.
Okay. Well, thanks for pointing that out. That yeah, I published a little bit. I mean, people actually. I did write like 200 words for this book, and it's all about failure. I believe in failure. I tell all my
Oh
students.
yeah,
Okay.
failure is the best teacher. It
But you know
absolutely
what?
is.
These are all questions you can ask me tomorrow on the show.
Oh, he's trying
Okay?
to flip it
I'm
back
sorry,
off of
this is
him.
about you guys. Don't let
There's
me talk
ano-
about me because I will talk about me all day.
Tomorrow,
No,
oh, he loves talking about himself and who he know. He drops more names and I have no idea. It's like, and he'll tell you that he's been to Vegas like 400 times in one conversation.
By the way, you guys are going to go to Vegas next year, right?
That's the
That's the
plan.
plan.
Yes.
It's the 20th year anniversary, so you definitely have to go. It's going to be
Tomorrow, you're going to talk about the juniors, right? The juniors.
junior.
Oh, the
I
juniors.
know
The
what you were
juniors.
talking
I
about.
don't know what you're talking.
It took me a while. I was slow on that one.
I'm still slow. I don't understand what you're saying.
Oh, here. Let me illuminate you there, buddy. What he's referring to at this point in the conversation. No, see,
Uh,
Nemo's got an agenda. He's got that manifesto flag behind him. He looks like he's hiding in a cave somewhere with the slick back hair. Dude,
his job
domestic
is to throw me
terrorist
into the
written all
bus.
over him, man.
Yeah, you're about
I
right.
understand
He's
this.
hiding in the spider hole somewhere,
Um, Spanish,
Afghanistan.
AK
Ron,
47 or AR 15,
uh,
which is your
right?
preference?
You gotta do this every week, don't you? I feel sorry for you. And Marcus, you gotta just listen, don't you?
Oh,
Oh, man.
I love it though.
Marcus be texting people while they're talking.
I'm
Oh,
trying to
man.
find the name of that accordion player.
Oh,
Oh,
Okay. I don't think they heard that. That was the pre-show. That was
Yeah, that
pre-show
was a
information.
pre-show.
yeah.
Well, let's not talk about that.
I'll
No, no, no,
tell.
no, 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 no.
we'll stir up a
I
whole
know
bunch of mess.
Tejano's helping
Hey,
Tejanos.
Juan,
That's our
Juan,
motto
Juan,
for the
Juan, this
day.
question from you. Do you guys have? We have a game, like Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. He drinks on his show. We don't drink on our show. I guess you guys don't drink on your show, right? But we have a
No,
drinking game.
not really.
We have a drinking.
But y'all, but y'all have a tequila sponsor. Y'all don't drink it?
You should take a shot.
Yeah.
It
Why
depends what
wouldn't y'all
the
take?
occasion
No,
is.
no, 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 no. Let's not get the shot.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
still the
No,
seal on my bottle that has not been opened.
Yeah, D's not a drinker.
But I started this game for our fans because it's anytime I go no 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 no, they take a shot. If I
So
name
when he
Oh,
talks about our fans, he's talking about three of them.
all three of them,
Yeah,
and then
and I don't know, I'm not sure if they really drink either.
and if I name drop, take a shot. Or if I mention Vegas, take a shot. And
Goodbye, bottle.
yeah,
Right,
definitely.
dude,
And
that's the first half hour of our conversation right there.
exactly.
already, right?
Yeah.
So
And
yeah, Ramona
you,
Ayala, we went to Vegas and no, 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 no.
exactly. So
He summed it up right there.
if you want a reason to drink, just watch our show.
Oh, in that case, no, 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 no.
Yeah. Do you remember what was that show? Anytime what was that back in the 90s? It would just come on
I
Monday.
guess he's talking to me. Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Hey, me too. Nemo's older than me too. Well, I'm in my 50s, and so there used to be a show about with this guy. He was an innkeeper, and anytime you know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna have to remember that.
Is that the same as
I bet he
the
sucks
Bob
at
Newhart.
charades.
The Bob Newhart.
Bob
Newhart.
Newhart show, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, the innkeeper, yeah, Bob Newhart, and
yeah.
the
There used to be a drinking game. Well, at least in college, when I went to college, we used to watch it on Mondays. And anytime he said something, we would take a shot. We would always be every time. So I thought, hey, you know what? Let's do a drinking game.
you're fading in and out on your
Okay,
mic.
I gotta kiss the mic. All right.
See, when you started the show, you were talking about rested on your chin and kissed it.
Yeah,
I was going, dude, I could work with that one.
yeah,
Okay, okay, okay,
yeah.
okay.
Where are
That's
you
how about.
resting on your chin there? Go ahead.
Yeah. Do,
Nemo,
do,
right,
do
it's
you
your
like to
turn.
do you like to talk to the mic? Did you
Wow,
close Did you
Nemo,
close your eyes?
Nemo,
He's a
did you,
live one.
Oh, by the way, I just saw this note. I forgot to say happy birthday. I mean, happy belated birthday, Nemo. Your birthday was
Oh,
the 11th
okay.
Oh, happy
last week.
birthday,
Thank you.
guy.
Forgot to
Thank
say
you.
that.
oh, dude, happy birthday,
Happy
man.
birthday.
Okay,
Yeah.
now
Don't mean it because don't know you, but
Yeah. Right. Like,
what is that?
so what are you doing? Like, okay, you're protesting. What?
I thought he had a Kraft American cheese on his
Oh,
face.
he's hungry.
Oh, okay.
I was just gonna say, Nemo, you can talk because I'm throwing myself at the bus every time. Like,
Don't worry, we'll bring you back.
So, all right. So, yeah, let's talk. Let's talk to Daddy D.
Why'd you hesitate before?
Daddy.
Da- who's your
Let's
daddy?
talk to this nigga here.
Who's
Go
your
ahead.
daddy? So last we heard that Delia was going through dialysis and stuff and couldn't get out and stuff, or wasn't feeling well enough. And now it turns out that you guys are recording a new album.
Yeah, AI.
Oh,
She
that's
died. She died, and we're just keeping the
oh,
memories alive. And so on
she's
stage, it'll be just
her
a
her
hologram.
and Jamie Foxx. Yeah, I like that. I like that.
I'll just. Yeah, she's in rehab. How's that? How's the?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, no. Danielle had she went through some medical difficulties in the last 10 years or 15 years, but she's a nurse. She's a practicing nurse right now, and we got together. We hadn't spoken in a long time, and decided, you know what? let's let's make one more album. And so we got the guys together, and we are in the studio currently recording the latest Culturas album that should be out in a couple of months. But there's the only problem is it's a long distance thing because I'm in Colorado, they're in Texas, and the record company engineer, he's the engineer for Martina McBride. Ernie Gonzalez, he's won the Grammy for the live recording with La Mafia. He's won it for Grupo Alamo. And so those three pieces are, we have to try to fit our schedules together. So I'm flying out to Nashville in a couple of weeks to record, just to record my voice. All this other stuff is in San Antonio, but Nashville's closer, and that's where he's going to be. And so we're just piecing it together. And the thing is, we had 17 songs already recorded, but we keep writing more, and each song gets better. And so right now we're at 22 songs, and we're trying to
Wow,
figure out which 10 songs do we want to release first, kind of thing. And
that's cool.
yeah,
Are you,
it's a lot of fun.
are you gonna do a music video?
Uh,
No, my screen froze.
I thought it was froze
You're
already.
not frozen. I know. You're not frozen, Steve, right?
Yeah, yeah, but Buddy saw through it.
Yeah.
Oh, of course, there's gonna be music videos.
Yeah, does a bear crap in the woods? Hello, it's part of the marketing, man. Why would you even ask that question? Like,
No,
how do you feel about making a video? Like,
oh, it costs too much money. No, we're gonna save those bucks. And no,
I was gonna ask you, how come you can't do your vocals virtually, like in a studio? I mean, like in Colorado.
you can.
he does.
Matter
But
of
you
fact,
on
I
a free
mean,
trip to Nashville?
like when I write songs, this is my office. You just can't see it right now. This is my office. It's a recording studio, and I do we write a lot of the stuff virtually and send it back and forth, and they add parts. It's really a neat process because
Yeah.
I'll sing something and maybe do the drums, and then they'll put bass and keyboards, and then Delia will sing, and Ernie will come in and play accordion in Tennessee, and then we piece the songs together. And you can do it, but there's nothing like, first off, having top-notch equipment. So in Nashville, they got all these recording studios with $30,000 microphones. I,
Yeah.
the first time I saw one, it was like, dude, don't even touch it, don't breathe on it, because
Don't put your chin on it.
yeah, you're a nasty man. Being in a room full of $30,000 microphones, you go, man. If I knock one over it, it's a hammer after that because it won't work.
Oh
It's
wow,
that finely
that's
tuned.
sensitive. Wow.
Oh
It's
wow.
sensitive, But yeah, oh yeah. Here's a fun fact. 3 weeks ago, no, it's been a month. A month ago, um, we were supposed to do 2 days. Ah, there's the echo you were talking
Was there an
about.
echo?
Okay, no, it was for a second. There were 2 days we were supposed to do stuff in the studio. Garth Brooks needed to have the studio for those 2 days. And so we got kicked out of the studio by Garth Brooks because of a project he had to do. That was fun though. It's like, really? Wow.
Did you say, wait, I'm black, and you're gonna kick me out for the white guy?
Discrimination! Discrimination!
Wait,
I got
BLM
friends
be
in
here
low places
tomorrow.
too, fool.
Does if Garth Brooks, if they kick you out, do they have to pay for your expenses?
No, no, no. They just reschedule. That's. Are you kidding? They
Yeah,
think
but
they want to pay out
you're
money?
in Nashville,
No,
and
I wasn't in. It was just that we were gonna have some work for the project done in Nashville on that day in the studio for 2 days, and
also, yeah,
so
but
it just got bumped. It was a courtesy thing. You don't want to say, "Hey man, I'm wasting my time here. You gotta pay me."
okay. Well, I mean, you're gonna have to spend another night in Nashville. That there's more expensive. You have to. You're gonna fly out the next day, and then it's, well,
It wasn't like we were gonna go out and party in Nashville. That's the whitest place on earth. What are you talking about? A black man after dark in Nashville? I don't think so, my friend.
No,
okay. Oh, you
not
know
even
what?
with that jacket.
Since you're okay, so
This is low key.
since you're bringing up the black thing in here like that, how did
The
okay?
black thing.
Oh,
What's
this is
that
nice.
about?
All right.
Whoa,
Wait, 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 wait,
what's
wait,
going on there, man?
He definitely
okay,
hasn't
So
seen
No,
our
this is
show.
what
no,
this show
sir.
is really
wait,
about.
wait,
All right,
wait, wait.
Marcus.
I,
Notice you and me, Marcus. Huh?
Right.
wait, wait,
Hmm.
wait. And so, how
Go
did
ahead.
now
What
back
you
in
got to
the
say?
'90s? Back in the '90s,
Hold on.
you
I
Oh,
got to hit record. Go ahead.
back in the night, back in the '90s. Here we
were
go.
you were the only black guy singing in Tejano.
No, no.
No.
No, who else was doing that? Now I know there's a girl, Ruth, who also
Ruth.
Oh, what? How can he say Ruth and not remember Bobby Butler?
because I did music videos. Did Bobby Butler had a music video?
Well, you said singing though. You
Well,
said back in here. Let me rewind.
all, I started producing Tejano music in the '90s, like that.
Man, my lawyer wants to talk to you.
So the only thing I
The
saw,
hammer.
the only music I knew were music videos.
Okay.
So okay, let me rephrase that. You
So
are
you
the
were in.
only black male artist in the Tejano industry that was
They
doing
just said
music
Bobby
videos.
Butler. I'm pretty sure he's male too.
No, no, no. I said doing music
Videos.
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 Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Check with my attorney.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
how'd you feel about
Don't answer that. Don't answer that.
Fine.
it? Was that the
I mean,
PC? I want the D. I want the D light answer.
I plead the fifth on the grounds that I might incriminate myself. No, yeah, doing videos was great. It was a lot of fun. We did one in Miami. The local video was in Miami. We did some at Desperados, which was a huge club in San Antonio. It was just a lot of fun. Tejano Rose, and what do you want to know? That video, making a video is just a visual representation of
I
this
think,
group.
yeah, I think he's asking like, you were representing.
What? No! Wait. First,
Did you feel
let's
like you
pump
were
those
representing
brakes.
culture?
My love of Tejano has nothing to do with me being
Right?
black.
I,
It has
you
to
were
do
so Mexican. You know, you know. You did you grow up in San Antonio?
with West Side San Antonio.
See, he's straight up. You
Man,
know, on the west side of our parts, like that's
yeah, we had black and Latino families living, on the
yeah.
same street. And on the weekends, there was a little nightclub down the street. And I would go down, I would sneak down the street, and I'd peek over the fence because I called it tunda music because you hear tunda tunda
Dun, dun, dun.
tunda
It's
tunda.
fun.
You still hear
And
that?
what I saw when I peeked over the fence was I saw people having a great time, and the term is alegría, where there's no translation for that in English. It's just that overwhelming joy. They forgot their troubles for the weekend. They were out having a great time, and there was nothing dangerous about these people. It was just people living their lives and enjoying themselves to the fullest ability, and I loved that about that scene. And so When I started playing music, I played in orquestas. I played with La Buena Vida. I had with the Patsy Torres band. I was with Jimmy Edward for a little bit, and hearing people like Sonny Osuna and the Sunlight, well, just Sonny Osuna, Little Joe. We played with all these groups, and I just loved the audience. I loved playing for these people who loved this type of music, and I understood that music, and I've never stopped loving it. So if you ask me anything about Cardi B or anybody recent, Lizzo, I have no idea who these people are and
Okay.
what kind of music, because I listen to strictly Tejano and classical.
Okay. So you shared your experience. Now, Marcus, did you have?
Yeah, enough of that. Go on, Marcus.
Well, I'm trying to see if there was a
It,
comparison.
A
it
correlation.
is. It's
Come on,
it's
you
parallel.
the
Yeah.
word is a
We
correlation. You're a mathematician. Correlation.
Well, let's do the derivative
Did
then.
did you live in did you live in the hood, Marcus? Around Mexicans?
In the
yeah
projects.
yeah.
How does it feel to be a black man in Tejano music in the new millennium?
In the
Yeah. It
2020s.
it started out with me with quinceañera. I stood in the quinceañera and I saw the dance as a challenge. So I was trying to learn how to dance and like be the best dancer out there. So me and my friends were doing it every other weekend, just crashing quinceañeras, and next thing you know, I'm
This
falling
was
in
high
love with
school,
them.
though, right?
No, junior started in junior high.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I stood at the first one, I think, in ninth
So y'all
grade.
weren't going for the girls. Y'all were going for the
No,
dancing.
I was going for the girls, man.
Dude,
I was going,
this is the
All
premise.
right.
This is the premise for a movie, Quinceañera
yeah,
Crashers.
yeah.
I know, right?
But yeah, and I just fell in love with the genre. I fell in love with the dance. I started learning the groups. I started singing the songs, not knowing what I was singing, but I just fell in love with the culture. And
So, who are some of your inspirations? Don't say D.
yeah, D. Burleson. No, look, guys. Older guys would come up to me.
Older guys, thanks,
I'm
Marcus.
No, no, wait,
You
man.
know
Let me
about
tell
that
a
black?
story.
We went through this conversation last week.
Yeah, the older cats would come up to me and go, "You know who Bobby Butler is? You know who the Tortilla Factor is?" I'm like, "No." I mean, my parents didn't listen to Tejano, so I didn't know. I was like, "No." So I had to find out who he was, and then I started following D. Shortly after that, in my early 20s, I started following D. So it's crazy that
You
I'm on
follow
talk show.
D when it was just D, or did you follow D with
With
Culturas and
Coturas, I remember seeing him for the first time I saw him in Dallas. Yeah.
But if you
Oh
want
yeah.
to speak, if you want to speak to the blackest man here, that's Juan Mendoza. Juan's blacker than Marcus and I put
I'm
Wait, you
blacker
didn't
than
let
together.
me
I'm
finish.
blacker than
I was
some
gonna
like
go
people.
to Wad next.
Juan knows every soul song. He knows all the artists, and I'm going, okay, Marvin Gaye, he's all right.
Were
That
you a
was
DJ on a FM station, or how is that where you
who?
picked out you? What's your background?
How'd you get
Internet
involved?
internet radio. No, I did start about 20 years ago. I was working with the AM station out there in Houston, Puro Tejano 980 AM, and I was with them for a little while. And then I went to a college station, did a rock station over there, and then took
That's
was
another
that.
drink.
A&M, he
I'm
had
an
to do it.
Aggie.
Oh, and then
Aggie.
It's fake gold.
oh, well, then I took a break for a while. I was working so much, so I didn't have time for it anymore until probably like 2011, 2012. I got into internet radio. I was working with BNet Radio out there in Houston, one of the oldest
Venus original,
Tejano
right?
internet radio stations out there. So I was working with them for a while, and then I just decided to make Mas Chingon Radio. We're kind of bumping heads at that radio station, so I was like, might as well go do my own thing. And I'm never really content on one little thing. So as you can see, of course, now we're 10 years into Mas Chingon Radio, and now we just started Tejano TV not too long ago.
So,
On Roku, right?
Yeah.
okay.
I'm
What do you
waiting for him
time?
to say, my baby Lila Lisa. Come on, man. It's every show.
Oh, I want to thank my baby Laila Cervantes with Laila Lisa Promotions.
Okay. Is that your wife?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Well,
If
I
I
hope
don't
so.
see, he just saved me from getting sued, so I had to say her name.
she has got to be one of the hardest working people in Tejano industry because she gets the music from the record companies and she makes sure that all the radio stations and the promoters and DJs get access to that music, and that's a lot of cataloging and a
That
lot of
is.
emails. And I've been Juan, you are lucky because man, to have that kind of backup and have somebody behind you that first off is partnered with you doing these shows and stuff, but then she's like the distribution center, and it's amazing. So
That
that's
yeah,
that's a match made in heaven.
we met in this industry about 8 years ago, 8 or 9 years ago, and
So
uh,
before your station.
no, it was after the station. It was about a year into the
Oh yeah,
station
two
already.
He
You know,
years.
we
attributes
met
the
out there.
success of Maschine going to Lila Lisa
So
Tejano. He
We
okay.
does.
we met at a fanfare actually in San
Did you
Antonio.
did you the pickup line? Hey, I own Mas Chingon Radio.
No,
Is
I
that
am
what you told her?
about to
no,
go.
I had a wingman say, "Hey, do you know Mas Chingon?" Okay, and they left.
And she
So that
said,
didn't
I
work.
like you, Nemo, man. I love you, dude. Nemo asks the questions I want to ask. So
Yeah.
we're a tag team here.
he'll
Let's work
ask
this
the
show.
questions I don't want him to ask.
You gotta
You know
have the
what?
guy that asks the difficult questions.
Yeah.
You know
Oh,
what?
you know what?
Nemo and I are going to start our own show, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
He's got
That's
some
what I'm
great.
talking about right there.
It's not gonna be
Nemo's
Tejano
got
talk. It's
great
gonna be
dad
tough
jokes.
talk.
He's got
Yeah.
great dad jokes.
He,
Dad jokes.
Dad jokes. I call him dad jokes. Watch. Nemo,
oh, he
tell
can't
us
tell a
one.
joke either. I cannot tell a joke, so yeah,
Yeah, I can't remember either.
I can't remember the sequence. I screw it all up. I give the punchline first.
So speaking of what people really want to know, how did Culturas in? What happened there?
Oh, well, see, I attributed part of it to my leaving the group, and at that time, it was just too much success, too fast, and it was drugs and alcohol, man. You you have this persona that people in the audience, they see it, they think that's you. So when if you go to an after party or stuff, they think you're Superman. Hey man, dude, have a tequila shot. Okay, let's have a tequila contest. Yeah,
Yeah,
here's your glass
you're a
of
rock
tequila.
star.
That's yours. And you get wrapped up, and so you don't sleep, you don't eat, you end up just moving from town to town, and after a while it just messes with you. So drugs and alcohol, when they say don't, say no to drugs, please do. It wastes money, it wastes your time, and it saps your energy and your creativity. And when I saw that it was damaging that much, my wife and I at the time, we said, I gotta change. I gotta do this because if I kept going, I wouldn't be here. I'd be dead, man. I seriously believe that.
That's the
So
reason why.
that's why Culturas and it was I had to leave that environment. We were wildly successful, but that's also a curse too.
But didn't you go on your own or not?
Yes.
Oh yeah, after I cleaned up and said, okay, I still want to do music,
Uh,
and so there were people that were willing to take a chance on us. There was Texas Records, so thank you. BMG, which is the big Mexican gang, but they're from Germany.
are they
And
really?
then Warner Brothers also took a chance on us, but that chemistry, you can't recreate that chemistry. That Delia and I have a dynamic on stage and a personality of its own, and you can't you can't imitate that. So
No, no, absolutely. And it was a winner for you guys.
Do you think all that money that was thrown at you back in the 90s was the.
would you stop saying back in the '90s, dude?
No,
Or are they throwing money at you now?
Throwing money, dude. This is all self-produced. You realize Juan and I have never met.
Yeah.
We've been working together for the last 3 years, but we still have not seen each other in person yet.
And
wow.
and Marcus just he just recently just visited you in Colorado, didn't
No, he didn't visit
No,
me. He went to a
I came
wedding.
close.
He was
I didn't
he
go.
was within 100 and something miles of me, but
Yeah.
I
You're
thought
gonna go buy weed?
Right. Some brownies, man. No, kidding.
I thought
It's gummy bears.
when you're past shows, I thought
Lollipops.
you just went to go visit him.
I'm sorry. Say again. Your mic
I
is
thought
really.
Marcus he would go visit.
He didn't invite me to his house.
Yes, I did. You
He don't
liar!
he don't
You.
allow people over there.
I live in a gated community. You know,
It's gated, gated community.
see,
That's
there's in La Onda Tejana, there's an under network, and that's all the band members' wives, and they contact each other.
Yeah.
Cynthia and Angela, oh my gosh, every week they check up on each other. What's he doing? Oh yeah, well, let's look
Yeah.
what he's doing. We're gonna be close. You want to come stay at our house? Then they'll tell us about it.
I didn't know.
We've
I
made
didn't know they
plans.
were. Yeah, they were talking behind our back.
I know that we've made plans. It's like, huh? So you Tejano wives know you know what I'm talking about. You guys have your own network. Ugh.
So
Wait,
do y'all leave Juan's wife out of it? Out of that
I
conversation?
guess Juan's wife doesn't know about this.
well,
Shit.
we hadn't been
she,
down.
she
We
didn't know
hadn't
about
been
it.
down to Cthulhu yet.
She's not that close to
Okay,
the other two.
you have,
It's down in
you have to look at
Cthulhu.
you have to look at our arrangement. Here's Juan at the top. See, here's Juan at the top, but over Juan is the spider. That's Lala Alicia. She's got her web. Anything Juan does, she knows about. Anything that happens with us, she knows about. She's a master spy or something. I don't know what she is. But we love you, Lala.
I have
She,
yet
But
she hacks into the system.
buddy, can I have a next question?
another question.
Wow.
Next.
Yeah, because I'm still no. Why you? I'm questioning this for you.
Oh, you have a question for me?
Yeah. No, it's for D. I had no idea. I thought he left Culturas and started his own band. So you left and you
Got sobered up.
retired or you stopped playing
I
for a while.
stopped on July 4th, 1998. 98.
After a
No, no,
gig?
no, 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 no. 1995. July 4th, 1995 was my last gig.
And
No,
you,
no, that was 99. That was my last gig. Period.
did
Where
you
When I,
get
at?
when I
rehab?
left Culturas, no, it wasn't to start my own band. That was never my intention. It was just that after I finally got my act together, the guys in the band were going, "So what are you gonna do?" Well, I'm thinking of I approached Takehouse Records and they said, "Hey, yeah, we'd be glad to have you." So then he said, "Can you get a band together?" So that some of the guys from Culturas followed me into that endeavor. So
So, what was like the time difference between Computers and you going out?
it was about a
What?
year, and it was about a
Oh,
year
a
and
couple years.
something. Yeah.
Did you go to rehab? Is that how?
Wow. Okay.
No, because you
There
said
you go.
drugs and alcohol.
Oh no, 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 no! It was just the cure is realizing yourself how bad it is for you that this is not me, and I don't see how I can operate this way. And so you develop the mindset that that's it, no mas. And so I haven't had a drink since. Haven't had a drink. Haven't had any drugs, and now I'm just annoying.
No, I think you were annoying back then too.
Ouch. You know, he doesn't know
Wow.
how to joke, man. That's uncalled for.
No, dude,
That's
no, no, no,
hurtful.
no, no. I love people without a filter, man, because they say exactly what they mean. Ooh.
But he wasn't annoying back in the day.
I know. I didn't mean it either.
Oh, I,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He didn't. He was trying to do a joke, but it didn't come out right.
No, 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 Nemo. You don't have to explain for him. I took it the way he intended it, and it's funny.
Like,
I like funny stuff.
like,
Yeah,
People,
I know you do. I know you do. I love your
I
sense of
hate
humor.
PC. I hate when people don't say what they mean. If
Yep.
you're sick and fed up, you don't have to think about. Well,
Yep.
I don't think it's advantageous to
Yeah.
the Latino
Yeah.
community
Oh
to
yeah.
have these sanctions placed against us. I don't see why y'all hate Mexicans. You can't say that anymore.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
And I'll nigga please in a minute.
Yeah. How
so,
about you, Marcus? Will you do the same?
What's that? Sorry,
get
sorry.
get off your phone, Marcus.
Right?
Yeah, I was
Are you still searching for that guy on the accordion?
no, I found him. I want to say his name so bad.
No, 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 no,
Just,
no, no, no,
just
no.
Oh,
say his
come
name.
on.
We don't. Nobody knows what they're talking about.
No
But
one
but
knows what
buddy,
the subject
Somebody
was.
will.
Okay,
buddy, these are Tejanos helping Tejanos, but
Thank you, D.
providing
don't
information.
help us get canceled.
This is internet. You don't get canceled anymore.
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
The Facebook
See how
block.
much of a lawsuit gets to me, and I'm like, Like,
Your viewership might go down, but you're not going to get
Yeah,
canceled.
from 3 people to 2. Come on, we're
am I
okay.
wrong?
We're gonna be okay.
Oh
Okay,
my gosh.
right. So besides D, I don't think you said who were other influencers. Like who were like the
Oh, oh well. When I first like started falling in love, it was Emilio. David Lee, all his singers.
Yeah,
Also, so through the years, yeah, that's Ran, Jay. Those guys. Yeah, that's who I followed.
okay. I mean,
Big influence.
other than D, who are your top two?
Top
I
two.
didn't
Yeah.
make I didn't make number one. Give
I
me a break.
wow. I mean,
no no no.
why are
I'm
you
just
correlating that?
Yeah, yeah.
that
Why are you trying to make that association? Go ahead.
I
Top.
don't want him to get because I want two other people. All right.
Okay. Jay and someone else, and I'm not gonna put Jay as number one. Let me get someone to put up there with him as a vocalist,
Yeah.
and I can't say D.
Can't say.
Okay.
we know you want to.
Okay. We, okay. We had. Have you been on uh?
Wait, he's still thinking about answering his question.
I can't,
You can't,
Oh,
but
okay.
I
What
don't
about
want to leave
female?
Jay up there by itself. But I think
Uh,
I have to.
okay.
I
Let's pick a
mean,
female.
there's so many greats like Emilio or
Female? Can I pick my female? I can't
okay.
pick Selena, right? She's off.
Yeah, she's off the
Stephanie Montiel.
Oh wow, what a score there, buddy.
You're my favorite out of all the three amigos right now.
I
What?
like that. They like that.
Definitely
Why?
a place in my heart. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
I was talking about her voice, guys.
Me too. Oh, but she's great. I love everything about
Look at D's face.
Hmm.
Tape it up, man.
Thank you.
her. D, who's your favorite?
Oh, my favorites back at the time. Gosh, Little Joe was big because I coming from the instrumentalist point of view, having the brass section and everything, played so many gigs with him. Little Joe was absolutely number one. That's what got me hooked. Was Las Nubes. Um,
Wow.
Little Joe.
Las Nubes with a good old Schlitz in there was a
Life for
key
Schlitzout,
factor.
man.
Life for
A
Schlitz.
poco picas. A poco picas. Oh.
Toma
Um,
Schlitz. Toma
No,
Schlitz.
D tells a story about his love for Las Nubes. Like he can melt into that song, and
oh man, I won't start that because we've only got how. This is an hour show, right, guys?
Yeah, yeah. We're
We only have
about,
3
Yeah, we're
minutes
like in the
left.
last
Wait, wait.
2 minutes
Did
of
you
that.
ever
and we
get
still
to
gotta talk
perform
to
with
chat.
Little Joe?
I'm sorry.
Did you ever get to perform with Little Joe? Be on the same ticket?
Oh, absolutely. Gosh, dozens of
Does
times.
it?
But that was back in the 70s and 80s. Back then. So yeah, I'm an old dude, but I love this music, man.
So Little Joe and who else would you say?
But it was all the big Little Joe, Jimmy Edward, Sonny Osuna.
Jimmy, yeah.
The,
Jimmy was the coolest overall. And Juan, not to leave you out, man, who was your two favorite singers, man?
I think
You
back
can't
then,
say
I think it was Jimmy
and
Edward and Agustin Ramirez.
oh
Agustin.
yeah.
El Guti. They just had the voices for Tejano music, man.
So you
I,
say
I,
back then, but how about now?
yeah, who are some of the
Nowadays,
up and coming ones that you're
Not even up and coming. Don't mess with my question. Just no, just
you need some black tape like D.
yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot of artists nowadays, man. It's really hard to pick any one right now at this point.
Well,
There's
what I think might be the issue is the reinterpretation of what's Tejano now. Because
everything's changing.
changing.
Everybody's singing the same songs over and over again.
That's been
So
the
there-
biggest issue I think for
Yeah.
Tejano is that
So,
they
I mean,
always just
it's
sing
really
the
hard
same
to
songs.
pick any kind of favorite now. I mean, there's a lot of great artists. Don't get me wrong,
Mm-hmm.
but none that really stand out and say, what, here's who I am, and me to
Yeah,
say,
this is
damn, that's
my
my favorite
sound.
one.
This is my sound. This is who I am. This is what I represent. They don't have that. It's all commercialized nowadays. You're trying to make record sales, and
I mean, my last one was Emilio. Of course,
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
up to the point before he passed, because he had everything. He had the sound, he had the style, he had the look, and everything. He danced, he sung. Of course, like D, it just, he had the it factor for that
Charisma.
time.
Yeah. Yes.
We had. I was going to say this earlier, but have you guys been on Tejano, uh, Tejano 360 network?
Not yet. You're the only one brave enough to have us. You're the first.
Really?
Maybe
You
the
guys?
last. I don't know. But Alec Gomez, are you
Mhm.
familiar with him?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's he challenged Alex to a dance contest. We got to see
Well,
that one day.
You started that nonsense, Marcus. Though.
he said he is influenced by you, like that, because he
Oh, I
thought you
actually
were
saw
the
that.
best entertainer. That he tries to he gets
Emulate.
inspiration by you. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I wanted definitely to say that on this show because I wanted you to hear that if you didn't watch our show.
Well, no, I'm flattered. I mean, thank you, Alec. But like I said, the boy can't dance, so
You heard it here first.
I'm
no,
gonna
you heard
text
it
him
here
after the
second.
show.
We said it first, and I'll
Oh,
say
you
it
heard it
again.
here first
The boy,
today.
the boy,
Okay.
he got a couple good moves, but if, I don't want to dust the floor with him.
Yeah.
So, and I'm an old man. I'll still just.
I'm telling you,
I was
break in part three. Break in part three.
I was looking at the
Special K, Special D now.
I was looking at the poster to see what the lineup was back when you were on the show at the concert. Stephanie opened, David Manis, then
David
El
on.
Negro USA, then it was Culturas, then it was yeah. So
If you could only
Who
talk
was
in
the
that mic.
last artist? Who was the last
Jay.
artist? Oh,
Where
Okay.
was that?
This was at Marine Park in Fort Worth. It was the north side.
You
Like
know,
we had
let
like
me tell you a funny
out
story about Culturas at Marine Park.
there. Okay.
One time, you guys were performing, and then you know how you like to bring people up on stage and stuff, but Marine Park is the stage is high and the people are low, right? So Daddy was looking around, and then she spots me. I'm in the back. I'm being Mr. Cool Guy back there and stuff. And she brings me on stage and she wants me to sing with y'all, and I'm going blank. I'm just going blank. I'm drawing a blank, and I start screaming. I start yelling. I go ah! I just start going like that. She quickly
Wait,
got me off stage though, and that was just like an embarrassing, but it was a good moment. It was a cool moment though.
cool for
I
who?
wish
Wait
I
a
had
minute.
video of that.
For him.
That's one of your benchmarks. I was up on stage and I screamed.
Yeah, it was like I had no idea that she put that mic right in my face, and I was going ah like.
Was
That's
that a
the fun.
common
That's the fun thing about being on stage. There's an invisible line that people are so afraid to cross. It's just
Yeah.
that line at the edge of the stage,
Hmm.
and we don't do anything special. We just have not. It's not even bravery. We just get up there and we do what we do. But people have such a fear of crossing that line. But it makes a mark on their memory when they do. And then so I'm glad you remembered something like that. I was like,
Oh yeah, I can't forget that. That was, and I've been in plenty backstages, and that was like a first, like a very memorable one. Yeah, but
it takes
I
a lot.
think I think it turns out great whenever you have somebody that knows the song and takes over and stuff, and like wow, look
oh
this
man,
person.
people with confidence, people who enjoy it, they don't care what they sound like. It's just that they're having fun, and that's the
Yeah,
whole point. I mean, to
and
me,
y'all
the
make them
audience,
feel that way too. I
well,
might
the
add.
audience, man, they could have gone anywhere else. They could have gone to dinner, could have gone to the movies, but if they came to see you, you're gonna give your best performance. I don't care if it's 5 people or 500 people or 5,000 people.
And I've
Give them
seen
the
them
same
all.
show. Yeah.
I've seen both a small crowd and a big crowd with you guys, and you guys have always made everybody feel like they're part of the show.
Oh
So
yeah.
now, dude, I need to get into. Why'd you team up with Buddy, man? What's going on?
I begged. I
How
begged.
did that happen?
That's a conversation for tomorrow. You can ask him.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that, folks, is the end of this
After,
episode.
after the
Maybe.
after the juniors, hey, we need to go to the chat though, real quick.
Okay,
I mean,
but
there's plenty of
maybe.
people.
Well, you know what? You can put him on the spot now. Maybe he'll show up on tomorrow's show.
Hey,
I don't have the
he's
link.
invited. He's
I don't
invited.
have the link.
Oh, we'll send it to you tomorrow. We'll
I
send
don't
it to
have
you.
the link either yet.
Dude, I'll helicopter in and give you the link.
Okay. All right. Let's go to the chat now. Nemo's gonna have because I don't have my glasses on, and so it's hard.
Dude,
Ford Muscle Luis says, "What's up, Marcus and D and Juan, aka Los Three Amigos? I love the Tejano music, which are all old school."
all right.
Yeah,
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Alfredo says, "What's up,
Alfredo
guys?"
Rios,
Yes.
the lone
Just
Hello,
messenger.
Rios.
Do
the
you
low
know
Mexican. He
Alfredo?
has he's part of Grupo Fijo. And his granddaughter is,
Allie.
and she has a song with Shelly.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I am the child. I am the child. Is that
I am child, but she has another one too.
like he passes? I can't. My Spanish.
Fascinación.
Yeah. Okay. And let's see. Amazing outfit. Called Los Three Amigos shirt. T-bird. Okay. Hey. Oh, you know what? Where can they buy that merch?
One of the
We
kind.
have
Designer wear. You can't purchase this in any store. See, I
Not yet.
saved you one. Instead of saying you made it in your back room.
ma- made it in the back room.
Okay.
No, no,
Uh,
they can go to our website, go to Mastering on Radio, go on the merchandise section. We have some, but we're gonna discontinue those right there. We're gonna make some new ones because those are one of a kind and they had our three faces on them. But we're gonna come out with some new stuff here pretty
And
soon.
they had a Marcus had a different hat on, right,
On that video, I mean on that T-shirt.
on that shirt. Was
Yeah,
that
my
you? That
cowboy.
Yeah,
My
He had his
cowboy hat.
cowboy hat on.
the cowboy hat.
It's over here somewhere. I can.
hey.
so so you say who's Stanley?
Yeah. Oh, Mart. I don't know. Stanley.
What?
We miss.
Stanley.
Oh,
Yeah,
and someone's calling me
and the
Stanley.
bad thing about
Maybe you meant to
these
say
chats,
Stella. No,
Are
okay.
they calling
Marcus
me
knows what the
Stanley?
I don't know why he tries to be funny. I have no
Okay.
idea.
I'm
No,
Stanley.
okay, there was a TikTok video that went viral with my neighbor Suavecito, a DJ, and he called me Stanley in the thing. People are
There you
like,
go.
Stanley, that looks like Marcus Daniels, and people are getting confused.
Oh. Hey. Well, we were talking about Bumper. He said Mario. I can't read that.
I
Marichalar.
think that was a, I think
That
that
was
was a
the
Mariana
singer,
conversation.
Okay. Thanks,
the one
Bumper.
that went viral with them.
Okay. Alfredo.
His name is Mario
Yeah.
Marichalar.
All right. Alfredo is saying the same thing. Let's see. What does Bumper say? Uh, anyone whose record on a
Records on a
record
record.
owns royalty.
Untrue, Bumper, untrue. If you're a hired studio musician, if you're just an accordion player and you go, you don't get royalties unless you wrote the song.
I always thought the singer got a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
who was the
Not unless you make a special deal with the record company saying that you get a percentage of, if they're using your name and your likeness to promote this, the genre or a certain group, then yeah, you could make a deal like that. But no, it's not automatic. It's simply songwriter
But
and an artist.
don't you get paid as a studio musician if you have a deal with
Yeah,
the record label?
yeah, $30, hundred
Rolls.
bucks for each
Yeah.
session.
What if you're
Not
not a
rolls.
studio session player and stuff? What if you're part like say Guns N' Roses and stuff? They go in and they record. Do not all of them get part of that
well, they probably
if
own
they didn't write the song?
the band.
No, no, they're the artist.
The artist. Okay.
Songwriter gets 50%. All the rest paying the artist, paying the distribution, artwork, all that stuff. That comes out of the other 50.
Now, when you say the artist, you're not talking just the lead singer. You're
No,
talking
no, no. They are the group. Whoever signed with the record company, because like officially for Culturas, it was D. Delia and Carlos Silvas. That's officially Culturas. So as the artist, the three of us would get paid. And then
Wait,
if we want to chip in a few bucks to the other guys, that's up to us.
Buy him some tequila shots. Yeah.
But we're the ones that take responsibility if lawsuits happened, if we bankruptcy or something like that. The three of us would take the hit. So there's risk and reward with each in your career.
thank
Did I answer the question?
let's see. Fredo said, I can't.
Yeah, he was naming all the singers for.
Yeah, Mario Eliseo, Tony Coronado, Tony Sacea, and Cornelio Rena.
For who?
For
For
Ramon Ayala.
Ayala.
Oh, okay. All right.
You're the Tejano historian here.
No, no, no. I'm research. This show is the educational.
And yes, to this next one is
Yeah,
it Pick on Buddy Day?
it's
Yes.
always pick up Buddy Day.
That's tomorrow too. It'll continue tomorrow.
Wait till tomorrow.
See that.
Nemo, you gotta show up just to see.
Yeah,
the
just to help out, right?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, don't look at his email address at the beginning of the show. You forget that. Let's see. OMG, I'm Team Buddy.
Janie Rio,
Oh,
Thank you,
Janie.
thank you, thank you, thank you.
Team Buddy, really?
Yeah, yeah. Someone's got to open
Yeah,
the.
everybody was on Nemo's team. She's backing him up.
Okay,
Uh,
buddy, what's wrong with the mic? What's not?
yeah,
Everybody,
yeah.
We're gonna start a GoFundMe for Buddy. Just
wait, yes, do it.
Take donations.
Okay. Let's see. Mart says, "I'm using the box."
Thank, thank you, Martin. Yeah. See.
Mark. No, 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 Mark.
Uh-oh. Here's
We
the
gotta do
Dr.
that in
Joe.
Vegas,
I'm now a D life fan.
dude. Why'd you put? Thanks,
Yeah.
thanks a bunch, buddy.
Dr. Joe happens to be my brother.
He's a bona fide doctor too.
Yeah, he's a real doctor. Actually, this is a fun group on your show. Oh, thanks. Yes.
So is he saying the other ones are not fun? What is he saying there?
That's
Thank
me,
you,
my
bro.
man. Just look at the negative, man.
What?
Uh,
No, I'm just wondering what he means.
no, 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 no. Ed, or I call him Eddie.
Oh,
Ed.
this one's for Juan. Juan. Janie Rios wants to know. I would like to know how the top 20 countdown works. Is there several countdown lists?
Is it for one or is it for his wife?
That's
Both probably.
Jane. That's Alfredo's wife.
No, the system how it works is we have the list on our website, Mastering on Radio. Yes, we do have 3 countdowns. Well, actually 2 countdowns. One is the top 20 countdown. People can go on there and vote. It's an automated system, so all I have to do is go on the end of the week
Oh, you're AI
and down,
too. Okay.
yeah, and download the spreadsheet, and it shows me all the numbers automatically calculated, and that's it. So top 20 countdown, top 10 music video countdown, and then we have our top 50 songs played throughout the whole week, which is automated as well. And we don't pick favorites. Some of the other top 20 countdowns, top 10 music video countdown, they pick their favorites because they don't have a show, they don't have a system, and they don't have DJs that actually you can call and request because they fired them all.
Wow,
So
Juan, is this like a really subtle diss of all the other stations?
Well, you want to like just
yes,
mention a few of them?
yes,
Oh
Bingo.
no, no.
Just
Lawsuit.
instant
Lawsuit.
cancellation. No, 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 no.
I always wondered that because some of the artists are well, I think it's a Bumper. He got upset about the top 10 songs or top 20 songs, and I said, not everybody. You can't always trust those because you're right. There's a lot
A
of
lot of them, a lot of them pick their favorites,
Mhm.
and it's cool if you're gonna do it. If you're gonna do it that route, just make sure you let them know it's your recognition countdown. It's not an actual countdown where people go in there and vote, because a lot of these stations that have these countdowns, they play all the old school stuff. Then that's all in their shows throughout the day. So where do you leave all the new stuff? You don't really, unless there's no DJ playing, and that's when they play all the new stuff, unfortunately. But our station plays all the new stuff all day long, 24 hours, except for Sundays when we play our oldies, and that's my day for that, and that's for myself. So, yeah, that people go vote, and like I said, it's automated. It counts all the numbers by itself, and then we send it in and
is there
make the
like
flyers. They put the shows.
a minimum a number of votes you do? I mean, like
One per day, and that's it.
no,
So
I mean like let's say when you take the a tally like that, only 20 people responded this week, or like 250 responded the
Does
following.
it roll over from last week? Or
Yeah, I mean,
no, no. Once it's done, I clear out the votes and start it all over again.
okay,
So
but
once I do the list, like on a Friday, is when I do the list, and as soon as I'm done with it, I clear out the results, so it starts over again.
you know, fans that they're not always on it, so they said, well, this week we only got 15 people vote, so they
Well, they don't see that number, but me, and now,
I know that's what I'm asking
yeah.
you. Do you have like a line that you draw? Okay, we're gonna just roll
No, I
this.
mean it's unlimited. I mean, there's however many votes come in that week. That's how many they come in. It could be 200, it could be 400 or something like that, or 1,000, or. But I mean, there's no minimum that you know that people vote. So I mean, but it is once a
do
day
you
for
see,
everybody.
do you see the passion with which he talks about the station and the fans and the accuracy of the countdown? That's why I like this guy. I'll follow him to hell, man, because this guy. He, no, I mean he's very very serious about his craft. He's very serious about. He wonders why other stations don't take it as seriously and genuinely try to represent the people that listen to the stations.
yeah.
And that's why we nicknamed it, the People Station, because it's for the people. We don't vote. I don't vote. Lila doesn't vote. Our DJs doesn't don't vote. Dean Marcus don't vote. It's the
I can
fans,
vote.
the listeners that vote. But we want it that way. We want the listeners to vote. We want them to
But
actually listen to it.
but you can vote, right?
We
If y'all
could if
just
we
log
want to,
on,
but
right?
I just don't
Yeah.
want to.
Okay.
It's
Because if
it's
you
really
see
unfair.
like D. Burleson's like Cultura's really rising up the chart, there's something wrong there.
Yeah, if Culturas makes it to number one at that point, you blame D for that one.
What? Fine, guys.
Or even Mark is like, oh, all of a sudden, hey, he's hitting number one. Let's
Back in the '90s, Nemo and I only did one top 10 show.
here
Remember that, Nemo?
we go.
It's I think it was one of the best shows we ever did. But he asked me like we did the top 10, and he asked me like, so who was your favorite group this year? And I said La Tropa F it. And then he starts laughing, and I go, what's wrong? He said they didn't even make our top 10. And I go, oh, you're right, Nemo.
Yeah.
So
And our
funny.
top tens, we were always at nightclubs and stuff, and this was after a few drinks and stuff, and then the cameraman would just yell to me the artist and the song, and I would just repeat it. I say, coming in at number 10, and coming in at number 8, and
And
So
it
it
was
you,
was
his
it
so
was
top.
you guys were the problem that Juan was talking about. Oh, got it. I
yeah.
understand now.
Hey, Nemo, how
They're,
did you guys do
they're
your
the
top?
DJs that got fired and rehired.
Okay. All right, let's get back to the chat because Nemo's got to go to bed. Uh, wait. Dr. Joe says this is supposed to be the
All about
All
Buddy
All
Show.
about
About Buddy Show. Well, normally it is.
Yeah, normally it is.
Okay. Alfredo said 16 years inside.
Nice, thank you. Thank you, Culturas. Thank you.
Alfredo. Okay. Luis says I really missed Emilio so much. I love the song English and Spanish. Yeah.
Yeah.
Juntos.
I told you I was like what, I've been
Shh,
out of
he's
the.
singing, man. Can you hush?
Oh, I didn't hear.
Wow. He got him singing, and you're over there talking over him.
That's what DJs do, don't they?
Okay.
I
Solo
hate
two.
I
Go ahead,
hate
solo
that
two. Go
mess,
ahead.
man. I hate that mess.
Okay. Now you're okay. Uh, I told you I was gone from the industry. But I didn't even know Emilio died. Like three till like 3 years ago. And I was
Take that hat off.
Wow.
Take
Yeah,
that
thank you.
hat off.
Wow. There's some things you don't need to tell people, man. There's just
Dude,
some
I
things
said this before, haven't I? Yeah, and I said,
dude.
and I was so sad when I found out he died, especially the way he died.
Selena's dead, right?
I was gonna say, did you get Selena's latest album?
You know what? The last,
Oh, he's
well, yeah,
defensive now.
last week, there, I think it was Nemo was saying something about Yolanda Saldivar. Remember?
Oh yeah, you
They
love
release
that.
her.
And
She's
I
up
was
for
going,
parole.
Yolanda. I said,
Yes.
why does that sound so familiar to me?
Himself.
I couldn't remember like that. Selena is
Yeah,
what?
because she wanted to be Shelly's president,
Awesome.
fan president, and Mr. Lotta said no, and
Hey,
so
Oh
she
wow.
went on to Selena.
She's coming up for parole, guys.
oh, she
I could tell you a very
She
interesting
ain't gonna get
story
out.
about that, but we don't have the time, guys. So.
No, 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 no. Come on, come on. You said, tell us.
Oh
Tell us
no,
a
no,
story.
no. Okay.
Nemo,
All
hey,
right.
if Nemo's got to go to bed, he's got to go to bed. I want to hear the story.
I'll give you the condensed version.
I'll just click off. It doesn't matter.
Our manager and booking agent for Culturas was my wife, Pilar Chapa, and she's great in the industry. A lot of people respected her and knew her, and she developed a great relationship with Abraham Quintanilla. He came to her and said there was a discrepancy going on with the leader of the fan club, and she was going to be managing the boutiques and stuff, and so he wanted to know if my wife would like the job of handling some of their business. And it was 3 weeks later that Selena was shot and killed by Yolanda Saliva. But my wife was going to get, or was offered the job that Yolanda Saliva
Wow.
was, was had at the moment. And
Wow.
so, yeah, but there's a whole other bunch of stuff associated with that. But yeah, so
Talk about it tomorrow
tomorrow.
I was going to say,
on the show.
just a few little tweaks in your past decisions could have been like Selena forever. And then now it's like,
Oh yeah, or I would have a dead ex-wife maybe. I don't know. Who
Oh,
knows?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
if she had retaliated against my wife for for accepting the job, I
yeah,
mean, there's all kinds of what ifs,
yeah.
but that's
There's the what ifs. We
but
can't
that
go with
was
what
part of the
ifs.
thing that was happening at the time.
Mark does Emmanuel J.
Cristelo,
Costello.
El Gallo Reyes, there's three male vocalists that should get recognition in today's market, and these guys, they are real deal vocalists, and they're, but like we were saying, the it factor. That's what Nemo was saying was that the it factor, developing a style, having a look, and representing a, a certain sound or a certain part of the culture. You need to establish that. That is your identity. That I don't think these artists these days have that yet.
I think
Well,
Gallo Dez is coming up with that.
He's a soulful man, I'll tell
yeah,
you that. He's a
yeah.
good singer.
He's another black guy in the industry, but um, surprised I didn't get nothing. But no,
That's
No, no,
that's
no.
that's breaking
you know
news
exactly
here.
where I was going. But that would have killed on our show. But uh,
You and Buddy, man, y'all need to just stay behind the
no, no, no,
scenes.
no, no. But he's got that soulful voice, man, and he's gonna come into his own. He's
Yeah,
Yeah.
gonna come into his own pretty soon. And the only thing, these guys are young. I know Emmanuel J just came out with 2 albums. Um, but I mean, they're coming into their own, and I give them another 5 years, and they'll be well established.
yeah. I think Emmanuel J. His band backed up Bobby Polilla at Vegas
Yeah.
last year.
Yeah. The thing about today's artists, though, they're looking at the top 40 mainstream, all the big bucks that can be made, and what's being glorified, all the gang violence, having mansions, having lots of big bucks, driving big cars, and trying to represent that that's what your life is, even though, they rented all that stuff for the
Yeah,
game.
they ran it. They repoed the day after.
Whereas the artists growing up in our era, they came from the hood, came from the neighborhood. This is the kind of music we grew up with, and this is what we would want to play, and they made it famous. But the kids nowadays, there's no direction. There is no cultura that they can latch onto and say, "This is what I represent," because it's all mainstream.
You know what? I always thought the music back in the day was better quality than it is. I mean, the writing was better quality back in the day.
Sincerity. There's a sincerity, honestness,
It
and
was
genuineness to it.
it was
It's about our
organic.
lives.
It was organic for sure.
Plus,
Yeah.
plus you had actual writers writing new music at that time. So I
Yeah.
mean,
Well,
and you writing for everybody, and
I
everybody
always,
wanted a certain writer. Luis Silva
We
was
see
one
a
of
lot.
them. Yeah, Luis Silva was one of the main ones, and they were always getting their music from him. Humberto Beto Ramon is another one who
Yeah,
writes so
Umberto.
much
Wow.
music. So I mean, there was writers writing for that. And nowadays, there's really luckily enough to get them writers. I mean, yeah, Humberto Beto Ramon is still writing music left and right, and they look to him for music. But you got to find those writers.
I thought,
You know who's a good writer? It's Gente Barrera, and I've got the guy. He writes for everybody. I called him up and I said, Gente, can you write me a couple of songs for this Culturas album? Sure, dude. And he next thing you know sent me a tape and said, oh, cool, a tape. Did download.
oh, I've
Oh,
got,
go ahead.
I've
Okay.
got a little guess.
Hi, little guest. Who is that?
This is my top.
I'm sorry. You know better. Hi there.
Just walk.
We couldn't hear you. Your mic is off or something.
You moved out of range of your mic.
Yeah, yeah. That
Okay, she.
Can I say anything about the chokehold he had on that child? All I saw was thumb and hand around a kid's neck, man. Speaking of pedophiles,
oh, wow. Nice. Uh,
We're sorry.
nice. Oh, whoa. Do, do, do we have that name yet? Do we have,
all I know is that all of a sudden a small child appeared on the screen and he had a chokehold on her. Now she's disappeared. Child Protective Services?
No, 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 no.
Drink, drink, drink.
I always thought it was easier. I always thought
It's easier to what?
easier to write back in the day because they don't have as many distractions on social media like they do now. Like
Oh
I
yeah.
always thought
I
that,
think if you're talented, you're talented. I mean, yeah, it's amazing. It amazes me that
but
writers are still writing new songs and still coming out.
like back in the day, okay, like uh, D. Okay,
Yeah.
you when a
You're
lot of
back in
people,
the day.
He's
well,
horrible.
a lot of people think it's an exciting life, being a singer in a band, stuff like that. But there's a lot of boring time, like downtime.
You
Yeah,
could ask
Uh,
Marcus the same question.
well,
90% of it's downtime, man.
right. But now, like Marcus, he's got social media. He could work on that, be on his phone. Like, cause all my students, they like to be
What
on
he
their
was doing right now earlier.
phone. Yeah, exactly. You know, and so
I'm on the show and it's boring AF. Help me.
so I thought that there was more time that writers back in the day could write, like bands could write on the bus and they play things. But now, if you're on a bus, you're all everybody in the band's probably on social media and not talking to each other.
Well, Marcus and his wife spend a lot of time on TikTok.
TikTok.
No, you don't.
Dude,
We're
wait.
TikTokers,
Can I
and
throw
that's
links?
endless entertainment, man.
Can
You
I
could
throw links up on the
24/7.
screen here?
My
Dude,
wife, she'll go to sleep with that and wake up with that. It's like
No,
that's just endless
Now
entertainment.
they'll be
but
making
again,
transformation videos and everything else.
oh, and
Tejano should embrace it. I
Yes.
mean, because I'll post something and they have the analytics. I can look at the numbers and I look at the age range from a post that has semi-viral on Facebook or semi-viral on TikTok, and I see the age range.
What
And
is the age? What is the
I'm
age range for
look,
Tejano?
Well,
the
he's gonna
spike
tell
the
you.
spike for TikTok is going to be well, it'll start at 24 when you see the line going up, 24, 25, but around 30 it's going to peak out and then it goes back down. That's TikTok.
Okay.
So sad. For Facebook, that spike is around 52,
Yeah,
53 years old.
YouTube is also because
Yeah,
my show. I looked at the analytics yesterday, and I was going, they're all in the 50s and 60s, and most of it, like for our show, it's
yeah,
like 94% male.
yeah. And just like anything else, I guess, people back in the day didn't want to let go of their cassette tapes, and then they didn't want to let go of their CDs. That was me. I didn't want to let go of my CDs. I had a wallet full of them, and I was like, come on, I want to download all this onto this. I had a Dell jukebox. It was so freaking big and thick. So I downloaded all my music onto that. I was stealing it from Napster, but it's changing. Just like social media is changing,
LimeWire.
I think we need to move. Like, yeah, well, LimeWire, but
LimeWire.
the social media is changing,
Yes.
and I know it's hard to move away from the Facebook, but you got to pay attention to these other apps.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're not
look.
TikTok is
even on
out there.
Facebook.
Oh,
We
look.
should be.
Juan's baby is online.
My
Those two
baby's on
guys are
there.
nothing but Trouble. That's Lila Lisa Cervantes. This baby.
I agree.
Lila
These
Lisa
guys are
Barbosa.
trouble. Let's see. 12-year-old Allie.
Mi
I can't.
fascinación.
Yeah.
Number
Number
three on
three.
Mas Chingon Radio.
Oh,
Cool.
Yeah,
oh,
yes, she made
congratulations,
it up
Allie.
to number
Julia
3.
Valley is a proud grandma.
Yeah.
Al-
That was it.
she's the grandmother of
Oh,
Allie.
Trouble. Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I was just
Uh,
trying to be. I was like Juan earlier.
okay. So that was the issue with Mario.
I tried it at the wrong. I tried it on the wrong show. It didn't happen.
Come on, Buddy and Mario and Juan, you guys are straight men. Leave it to Marcus and me to come up with the funny, witty bits. You guys are just like, just stand there. Be a fence post. And we'll make it funny.
Well, we got to produce the show.
He's got to bring the sponsors in.
Yeah. Okay, sponsor. We'll talk. We'll give you an opportunity to tell your social media and all that stuff. It
Okay.
says, Danny said, "Thank you for the love."
No, thank you. I love your system of countdown. Dude, get your glasses. Come on, face it. Face it. You're getting older. Eyesight is failing. There's nothing. There's no shame in it.
Yeah.
I'm 65 years old, dude, and I love getting old. I love getting old. I love the things that I learn along the way,
You
and
want
there's
me,
nothing wrong with it.
do you
I
want me
still
to
feel
make
like
you
I'm
feel bad?
18. What's that?
You want me to make you feel bad?
No, you can't. It's impossible. But go ahead and try.
Really?
Really, I invite it.
No. Yeah. Really?
I have disability.
You do?
What kind of disability do you have?
Being a radio host.
Oh no! I'm dyslexic. I'm ADHD, and
Yeah, so am
So,
I.
so you're saying it's not your vision? It's your reading.
I can't read very well.
So
I'm
you're
a math
Muslim?
for a reason.
No, dude, I
I'm
didn't
confessing.
talk.
I didn't want to make you feel bad. I know you're not going to feel bad.
Dude, I didn't talk when I was younger. I'm making up for it now. I didn't talk when I was younger. They put me in special ed for 3 years simply because I
Okay.
didn't talk and because I had a lisp. I would say syrup and sausages, and
Yeah, I was in remedial reading.
and and
None,
look at us now, taking
none,
over the world.
none to suspension.
I was in fundamental math.
That
Okay.
buddy cannot understand anything about you being in fundamental math. What is that?
Okay.
I
Uh,
flunked it like twice.
believe it or not, I flunked kindergarten.
Oh man, I'm horrible at math except for geometry. I can visualize geometrical space. I can tell you what things fit where and how. And I never had less than 100 average in geometry. Algebra I sucked, but geometry great.
That's all I teach is algebra.
Yeah.
Then you
Finking
suck.
Nemo.
Teaching Nemo. I feel the same. Thank you. Okay, let's see. More. This will be the last one, I think. There is actually talk of a new Selena coming out some years ago.
Oh yeah, that was posted online this last week. They're thinking of having a virtual Selena concert, I believe.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh my
yeah,
god.
They've been doing that for a while, though.
but like a hologram on stage.
Yeah, they've been trying to do that hologram for a while.
It
Yeah, but
doesn't work.
they can
Yeah,
imitate speech. I mean, I think
yeah.
there's an app that Kanye West. You just type anything, it'll put it like in the style of Kanye.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, that yeah, yeah.
So they can put that in the style of Selena, and then
yeah.
The AI.
AI. Yeah.
That's right.
Okay, so
Okay.
what's in tomorrow's show? What's the schedule for tomorrow's show?
Yeah, wrap it up,
wait, wait,
Nemo.
go.
Okay,
Oh,
y'all gonna talk about Joe Lopez and what else?
all
Somebody had to do it, huh?
right.
Nemo, you gotta be on the show tomorrow.
You're gonna have news you can abuse tomorrow.
This way,
Gonna,
you guys won't get sued. Let them put the legal pressure on us because we will just speak our minds. Not like this show where we had to follow. We had to sign a disclaimer, folks, before we got on this show that we wouldn't bring up certain subjects because this is, like he says, Tejano's helping Tejanos. That we can't offend anybody. Me, I'm all about asking questions and being offensive. So
Okay.
so we're gonna talk about it all
can't wait
tomorrow.
for tomorrow.
You know what? You know what my goal is for tomorrow?
What's your goal tomorrow?
3 hours. Nice.
Oh, what the hell no.
For those of you that do not know, the Three Amigos show it's supposed to be a 1 hour show. We have yet to ever hit that mark. Our shows have been hour and a half, hour 45. We
Last
broke
week.
the record with Madison Pulido last week, which was 2 hours and 3 minutes that we were on, and it's fun the entire time. We just simply don't want to stop talking and learning more about these artists and tell funny stories about their lives, career on the road, and embarrassing moments. What's your most embarrassing moment, buddy? Is it right now?
Find out tomorrow.
Mine was getting up on stage with Culturas. Yep, that was pretty embarrassing.
Wow.
Okay, so
I sobered up after that, I think.
let's finish.
Why does Marcus look that way? What's going on, Marcus?
Wait, you need to
Are
start
you
watching.
trying to, you trying to catch up?
He's
He's
watching.
on TikTok, man.
Oh, you're TikToking?
He's got a screen next to him watching. He thinks he's but he's watching the TikTok next to him.
No,
Thank you
but
guys for having us, man.
thank y'all so
Thank
so
you.
very much.
Marcus,
It's
why don't you tell everybody your social media where everybody
Uh,
oh, your TikTok.
TikTok?
yeah, TikTok. It's Marcus Daniels on Facebook. Just Marcus Daniels y Algo Suave. Algo Suave is the group name. Uh, for Instagram, it's Marcus underscore Tough TUFF. Same
Big
thing
word.
for TikTok. Same thing for TikTok. Marcus underscore Tough. And I appreciate you guys following me. Also, the CDs are available. Merch is available. MarcusDanielsMusic.com, or you can go directly to Tech Sound Music.
He's got an
Or
enterprise.
if you see him in Vegas, he'll give you that, right?
Yeah, only a few left.
The thing about the Three Amigos is each of us has a particular talent. I'm just outrageous and offensive. Marcus is on the he's social media savvy. He's the guy that knows everybody. He goes out and meets artists. I hate being out in public. Juan is the mastermind behind all of this. And matter of fact, we've got a video show we've been pitched that we're gonna produce where it's top videos, and have a VJ and the whole bit, and so that's coming up soon. So
Very
D,
nice.
D takes care of all the voiceovers, the commercials, the drops.
Graphic.
He takes care of all the yeah. So
Yeah,
these are
I'm
our computer guy.
yeah,
yeah.
Oh,
I'm a nerd, but I will never own a cell phone ever, ever, ever.
Yeah.
Yep, I know
I
too
have
much about them.
I have a question about that because you guys made a thumbnail with me in there. I said, how did you make me look? I really like that graphic that you made.
I'll send it to you, dude. It took me 2 minutes to make that.
I wish I had that.
All I had to do was find a good shot of you, man. Because
So you were hours and hours of watching our show. My good Lord.
but I found every picture tells a story, has an attitude, has a feel to it, and I found the one for you that just you've got a generous and honest, open spirit to you. So that's what I wanted you to project.
All right, until
If I'd
tomorrow.
have known Nemo was going to be on here, I'd have enjoyed that even more. Because he's dastardly, he's Machiavellian, he's got that evil twinkle in his eye. I want to catch that.
He was hard to commit. I've been trying to say, hey, you know, you need to be on the show too.
Dude, your mic's cutting out.
He barely wants to be on
I
the
know. We're wrapping it up. Remember. So
show.
what's
Okay,
that tomorrow's show? The 14 indictments. What else?
14 indictments. Is that what you said?
What else on the tomorrow show?
Somebody got indicted and on molestation charges, and
Oh snaps!
We're going to talk about that tomorrow on the show.
put it on our show. Why not?
Hey,
So,
Uh,
it'll be a good show.
okay, Juan, you want to do social media?
Yeah, we do. We have social media. Of course, we have our Mastrigon Radio page. We have our Tejano TV page on Facebook. Of course, on Instagram, TikTok, and all that stuff. Make sure you guys tune in tomorrow, Wednesday. Get Mastrigon Radio and, of course, Tejano TV on Facebook. You can watch it there. And, of course, on YouTube, follow Mastrigon Radio as well.
What
And, of
time? What
course,
time tomorrow?
tomorrow at 8 o'clock. 8
Central
o'clock, we'll
Standard
start
Time.
live. And then throughout the week. If you guys have Tejano TV, make sure you guys download it on your Roku devices, and you can watch our show throughout the week on there as well. We have 3 channels. We have all the new music videos. We have all the old school music videos, and of course, you guys have the Three Amigos channel on there. So if you have a whole day to kill, or you guys are just bored, you guys can watch it 24 hours.
If you're on a tour with a
We
bus.
also have
Yeah.
podcast with Keith, right?
Yes, we
Yeah.
also have Keith Tejano Time podcast as well. They play right after our show, and of course, like Dee said, we're working on getting a VJ to do a music video show on Tejano TV, and of course, we have our top 10 music video countdown as well. So make sure you guys tune into all that.
And if you want to reach me on social media, it's impossible because I don't do any of that. If I don't know you personally, you cannot reach me. I mean, in fact,
Nice.
Marcus is still trying to figure out my real first name, but my
He's,
full first name
he he
doesn't
wasn't
know.
even invited to your house. That's
Right.
pretty cool.
Oh, Marcus, did you ever find out my first name?
yes, I did.
Really? Then reveal it to the world, my friend.
Tomorrow.
Dolores.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Dolores.
Nice
Okay.
teaser. Oh,
Tomorrow.
Hey,
Here we go, show. All
so
right.
whenever you guys complete the album, not to exclude Juan and Marcus, but will you and Delia come on?
Oh, our show. Yeah.
on your
Yeah.
show? Hell no.
Oh. Well, do you think you tell Delia to come on?
I will warn her against it.
Damn it!
I'll just
All right.
I'll say
Nemo.
these little league no.
I want to have Marcus
These
back on
these
the show
14
all
viewer
by himself.
people.
You got it. You got it, buddy.
Marcus,
You got it.
yeah,
Absolutely, we'll be glad
we're
to do
booked all the
this.
way to December, but like the first week, the first month of January, we'd love to have you.
Yes, sir. Let me know. Let me know.
All right.
Hey, Nemo. Like we did like several shows with D. No, maybe five. And then he says
Oh,
we start talking about Delia, and he says I'll call her right now.
yeah.
When she picked up that phone, I was so impressed with D. I wasn't impressed before then, but when he started talking to Delia, I was like, "Oh my God, he's really talking to Delia."
He
Oh,
That
really
was
knows her.
impressive. He really
did
knows
he
her.
have his white voice on?
Oh wow,
Hi, yeah, this is D. Burleson.
Yeah,
How are
he
you doing?
got real
that is so
professional.
weird.
We caught it on the air.
Hey, but that's something Marcus and I share
That is
in
cool.
common is that people over the phone they don't know what color we are because it's hello, how are you doing? Glad to meet you. May I take your order, please?
How much of D was on that phone call? Or
Oh,
did you get 100% D on that phone call, or did you get like 10% D on that phone call?
He was a real deal.
no, he means how
Yeah.
much time did I take up? How much
Oh no, I was saying,
how much
was D all
showboating and
dialed up
hogging?
like he is now, or on the show? Or,
No, he was himself.
okay.
This is
I
pretty
don't think
much
he.
it.
And this was done on a cell phone, obviously.
No, it's house phone.
It was
Yeah.
on my landline that I
He has
had
a landline.
to
That's no joke.
the webcam.
Okay. Well,
Sweet.
thank you guys for being on the show.
Thank y'all so
I
much.
guess we're being booted off. Go ahead.
I'm pretty sure this will be one of our highest rated show, maybe our last show because probably.
Yes, we beat Shelly.
Oh
Take
yeah,
that,
the
Shelly.
selling numbers are, I mean, are real good. I mean,
Should,
Kelly,
should
you had
kick my ass for that one.
And tomorrow we're going to bring up famous juniors in the news.
And
I still don't get that reference.
not,
Oh, you
not,
will.
not to mention Farias.
Okay,
Sis.
okay, now I get it. All right, that was enough. Okay, thank you guys. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. And
He's going to pull a
oh,
no
you'll get a hold
show.
of me. Okay, thanks, guys.
Can you edit that out?
Oh my god. All right. Uh,
They, they are too cool. They
okay.
are too cool.
I
And
hope
your mic sucks.
I, my kids on the mic again. I'm sorry. I hope we don't get canceled, but payback's a mofo tomorrow. All
So,
right.
all
I
right.
think
Well,
that
have fun tomorrow.
okay. Next week we're gonna have Joanna Ray, and
Sweet.
so uh, I think I'm pretty sure, but hopefully we won't be
And
canceled.
let's do some more practice on the mic, man.
I'm gonna have to get a new mic. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay,
What
I'm your
about your
host.
old mic?
Hey, okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay. All right. They can't hear you guys in the background, but I'm your host Orlando for It's Tejano Time,
And I'm Nemo with Tejano USA.
and you've been listening and watching Tejano. All right. I'm not
News you can
gonna say it,
abuse
so
tomorrow.
okay. I'll see you later. Yeah.